Alrighty. We are all live, ready to go. Do a few things real super fast. Stuff ready to rock and roll. All set up and ready. There we go. Alrighty. Yes. Again, welcome in everybody once again. Again tonight, like I said, we are running a little bit late tonight, so we're only going to be doing one inner from our master case. The other inner will be saved for tomorrow night. Just to be clear about that. There's some numbers there for you. 5, 6 is what our master case is ending in. Go ahead and get this bad boy opened up. Two inners, as you can see. And there we go. We have 15 on the one and 72 on the other. What are we going to open tonight, everybody? You guys tell me which case is preferred. But you guys tell me which one you guys want. We got 15, 72. You guys tell me. Alrighty. Got there for right now. All right, 15 it is. Thank you, Foxy. All right. So you can see we got 72 here. Oh, it's really ugly too, but that's what it's supposed to be. Just kind of put a little defining mark on that case there. Back with our master. So 15 it is, everybody. This is where we're going to be starting tonight. Again, 10 boxes in this case, so we're going to at least open 10 tonight and then 10 tomorrow. Looking forward to it. All right, and I'll go over the break predictions here real fast as well. Ta-da! Looking good there. Credentials. All righty. For that over there. Put it somewhere. All right. Yes, it is. 10 boxes, as you can see. Question is, where are we going to start? Are we going to start with the left side or the right side? Obviously, again, you guys tell me where you want that to go down. Left. All righty. That one there. There you go. You can see all the other 9 boxes right there. Let's get that back just a wee little bit. So this is the starting point for tonight. But again, before we get into all this goodness real fast, we're going to do the break predictions. And these will obviously carry over into the second break. So we'll get whatever we can done in the first half. And then obviously we'll continue in the second half as well. So tonight, the 4 break predictions are going to be as follows. Number 1 is hit 3 team color matched cards. I think that's pretty fair. There's a lot of color and credentials. I think we can do that. So 3 team color matched cards. Break prediction number 2, hit a clear-cut debut ticket access auto. So it's got to be a clear-cut auto, and it's got to be a debut ticket access. Break prediction number 3, hit a card number to 25 or less. And then break prediction number 4, hit 2 provisions. Again, that's for the entire case, not just this case. That's for the entire case. So we'll get what we can done. And then again, we'll carry that over into the second half. The break prediction prizes for this is if we get 3 out of the 4, I'm going to obviously give somebody a free future mixer spot, whether that's with some more credentials, whether that's something else, we'll have to figure it out. But I'm going to give away a free mixer spot to somebody. And then if we get 4 out of 4, I want to put this bad boy up. 3 out of 9, as you can see, that is a Matty Beniers debut ticket access auto. So if we get 4 out of 4, I'm going to be giving this bad boy away to somebody. And I'm going to also throw this little caveat. I mean, I'm sure you're probably thinking like, well, why don't you should probably like reverse those two, but whatever. But I'm going to say though, if we hit it like a 101 though, I'll go ahead and I'll add this one because I did open a box for myself. And I got this. This was my auto out of my box. So I'll put this up as well. If for some reason you get like a 101 or something in the break, I'll just throw it in there as an extra little prize there by Matt Boldy. So that's that. All right, folks. Like I said, time is of the essence. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I thought so. Again, like I said, I like credentials. We got more of it coming again. And that's what I'm going to say, too, because we're doing an inner tonight, and we're going to do the other inner tomorrow. If we like the inner setup, because it is 10 boxes still in an inner, which is nice. You know what I'm saying? It's still a pretty decent size break, 10 boxes. So kind of what I would like to do is I'd like to break the second case down into inners at that point, and then kind of sell it that way, just because, again, I think it'll be a little bit cheaper overall. And, again, like I said, still getting 10 boxes, so. But that's just my thinking on it, but we'll kind of discuss that more tomorrow. Box number 1, again, everything else is right back here for tonight's break. Again, we're only doing one half. We'll do the other half tomorrow night. 49 on the sticker, 24 on the box. Yes, I'm a big credentials fan nowadays. It's definitely won me over. It's one of my favorite personal products. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch the autos in this, so I think we're just going to have to roll with it. And 49 on the sticker and 24 on the box. Start with the right. Get the back base out of the way first and foremost. Okay, that's not a base, but starting us off, we have front row talent, Kopitar of the Kings. LA's going to Ryan. Up next, we got That's a Hattie for the Los Angeles Kings, Trevor Moore, and I think we got a debut ticket access behind him. Is it autographed? I don't know. Trevor Moore, but what's behind him? First debut ticket access. Again, I always like these cards. Think they're definitely one of my favorite sets. Like I said, I love the autos being hard signed. You can never go wrong with that. But at a $9.99, two 240, or no, excuse me, 942 out of 999, it looks like. And I was actually, it's funny enough because this guy right here, Brennan Breeson, out of my box, I hit a clear cut of his out of my box. I'm a little surprised though because they put it in like a penny sleeve though, which I thought that was kind of weird because when I had it, I was thinking like, oh, this could be something big, but it was a clear cut in a penny sleeve, and I was just like, huh, interesting enough, I suppose. Go from the back. Cheered to the rafters. UC Saros to the Preds. Ooh. It's like we got a pink. Pinks, I think, are out of 49, I do believe. Oh, that's a good one there. Siplikov for the Islanders. Who had the Islanders? Foxy. There you go, buddy. That's a nice one. Oh, out of 25, too. 9 out of 25. That's a nice one. Maxim Siplikov. 9 out of 25. That's a nice little banger there. And actually, that'll be your first break prediction. Because that card is numbered to 25. Nice looking card, though. Nice pink. 9 out of 25. Yep, there's the good, nice, good player. He had a pretty good year with the Islanders there his first year. So obviously, it's always nice to get a younger player with some good hype that's kind of building around the name a little bit. We got front row talent. Chris Letang. There should be an extra hit in this one. Tyson Forrester jumping on the ice for the Flyers. A nice blue one here. Bang, Philly. There you go. There you go, Micah. 352 out of 399. Matvei Mishkov. There you go. Nice to see him start showing up a little bit. At a 399 going to the Philadelphia Flyers. So congrats there, Micah. That's a nice one. 352 out of 399. That is a beauty card right there. Again, I just think Davey Ticket. I just think, again, they're just always very nice designs. Very good. How are we doing there, Liz? So just very cool designs and everything. And just again, like I said, I think Credentials is just, it's hard to beat Credentials for the price point, what you can potentially get out of a box. Front row talent for the New York Rangers, Mika Zibanejad. I don't think this is a base variant here. Going to the Canucks. Elias Pettersson, 220 out of 299. Again, it is numbered, even though it's just a base variant, but that's still fine. It is numbered, so it's going to get the sleeve treatment immediately. The only thing I don't like about the bases here is they have this, like, I know it looks like there's a bend in the corner, but it's not. It's part of the design. But every time I see it, I think like, oh, fuck, man, that thing's creased. And then it's like, oh, no, it's just part of the design. But it's like, man, So I would probably say, maybe not do that again, Upper Deck, just, for sanity's sake. Because, like I said, because you just see that little bit down, you think like, oh, man, that thing's damaged. And it's, it's like that by design. Uh-oh, we got something there. For the Chicago Blackhawks and the Toronto Maple Leafs, we have Frozen Fights. Oh, okay. Sorry, so hopefully you feel better there, Liz. I missed that comment. Sorry. Yeah, that's no fun. Bedard and Matthews. Again, we'll probably razz this one. Depending on how many we get, but we'll definitely try to razz those off, though. We got Barkov, front row talent. And we're starting our first one, Onyx. I think this is for the LA Kings, if I'm not mistaken. Jim Fox. I do believe he's for the Kings, if I'm not mistaken about that. But Jim Fox here, so that should be going to you there, Ryan. Arena Experience autographs. It is hard signed, so that's not too bad. And I know they kind of added those in there. Kind of an interesting one to start the break off. Auto-wise, but hey, why not? Okay. Oop. Kind of gave that one away just a wee little bit. It's a Hattie, Kirill Kaprizov. Actually, it's just all Kirill Kaprizov in this pack. That's a Hattie. You got this bad boy. First 500 fans. I did get one of those in my box. I think it was for Slafkovsky, if I'm not mistaken. That's who I got mine for. Going to Minnie. Minnie's going to Vance. Seems like I have pretty good wild luck with the with credentials. Oh, see again. See, there you go. See, it's got plastic. So it's got a penny sleeve on it, but it's I'm guessing it's a clear cut. So but we already hit our auto, so I'm definitely probably not assuming it's going to be autoed. Cheer to the rafters, Tavares. We have jumping on the ice. Cutter Gauthier. Oh, it's a die cut, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, wow, there you go. Retro ticket access going to, again, the Minnesota Wild. Kirill Kaprizov, retro ticket access. Already kind of come pre-sleeve there. Very cool. I like that hit. It's a nice one. Again, going to the Wild. So, again, congratulations there, Vance. Mr. Kirill Kaprizov. So, Wild starting off a bit hot. And we got Mr. Ovechkin here, milestone pucks, going to Washington. And speed of the game, Lane Hutson. All right. Yeah, I'll probably sleeve this one up later, but again, there you go. Going for the Canadians, Lane Hutson. Mr. Ovechkin. Second one, move the base out of the way real fast. All right, moving on to box number 2. We have 15 on the sticker, 32 on the box. box 1532. Johnson. Ooh, nope, that's a hit there. Bedard. Fantilli. Upside down Fantilli for the Columbus Blue Jackets jumping on the ice. Oh, so they got them all upside down, it looks like. That's a Hattie, Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. So close. Shakira Mukamadulin at a 999, 758 and 999 going to the San Jose Sharks. Mukamadulin. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess you can consider that a color match. Sure. I wasn't paying attention, but we'll even though I think it's just a base whenever, but so alrighty. Stutzla. Nielsen. They're all coming upside down. We got cheered to the rafters, Jared Spurgeon. And up next for the Dallas Stars, we have the this is a non-numbered horizontal Maverick Bort for the Dallas Stars. All right, so you need yeah, I was gonna say with the team color there, like I said, I actually probably consider this more of a team match than that blue, because that blue is a bit more deeper. So this is more of a team color match for the San Jose Sharks, anyways. So yeah, I'll let that one go ahead and slide through. So you need 2 more of those. Then you need a clear cut auto, baby ticket access, and then 2 provisions. Forgot about taking the back ones out of the way. We got Ovechkin, Jason Robertson, Kent Johnson, front row talent. Oh, oops, there was another card there. Woo. All right, so we got Frozen Fights, Zibanejad and Fantilli. And another one here for the Minnesota Wild. Got Jesper Wallstedt. 345 out of 399. Blue going to the Minnesota Wild. So again, Wild are doing pretty well so far. Yeah, definitely a nice design this year for the DTAs. So we got our base variant in here. Will Smith jumping on the ice for the Sharks. And for the Colorado Avalanche, we got Cale Makar, 17 out of 299. Colorado's going to BP. Mr. Cale Makar. We got another clear cut in here. We haven't hit an auto yet, so could be an auto. Milestone Pucks, Connor Bedard for the Blackhawks. And we got front row talent, Nathan McKinnon. And what do we got behind him? It is not a debut ticket access, but going to the New York Islanders. 24 out of 25, Bo Horvat going to the Islanders. And Islanders are going to Foxy. So there you go, Foxy. Nice little auto going your way. This is an update as well. This is from last year's 23-24. Bo Horvat going to the Islanders. Again, but we're looking for debut ticket access clear cut, so this will not unfortunately count, but still a nice hit nonetheless. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, so when I kind of saw the design, I knew it was going to be an update, so I didn't want to say, who, what, where, or whatever about it, but yeah, those are still good. Again, those ticket access are nice because those are hard signed as well. Because again, you do still have some sticker autos in this product. Oop. Do have some sticker autos in this product. That's a Hattie going to Zach Hyman of the Oilers, and I think we had an Oiler right behind him. Yep, we did. We got bobblehead Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. First 100 fans. I got you. Going to Mr. Leon Draisaitl. And Edmonton's going to Chris. Again, still have some pretty decent luck with Edmonton so far. Always like to see that going. Wyatt Johnston cheered to the rafters. Alex DeBrincat, front row talent. Almost a 10 out of 149. Another one for the Islanders. So, wow. So, maybe getting the final team more or less of the break, if you will. 10 out of 149. Brock Nelson. Is that red? Yeah, we got a red. That's a Hattie. So, I think also just because, again, Foxy kind of took a break there for a little while, for, personal reasons and stuff, and I respect that. But I think you kind of built a little bit of karma there for yourself, if you will. Luke Evangelista for the Preds. Just the speed of the game. And that one's going to Mishkov. So, all right, not bad. And I'll sleeve these ones up later on. Again, we hit the Hudson in the last box. All right, box number 3. We got 92 on the sticker and 53 on the box. And we'll still have the other half of the case to break tomorrow night, so don't worry, another 10 boxes to go. 92 on the sticker, 53 on the box. We have Jim Fox. Should be LA, I do believe. Jim Fox. Frozen Fights, Ben and Nylander. Going to the Philadelphia Flyers, we have a non-numbered horizontal base here, Ivan Fedotov. Going to Philly. Mr. Fedotov for the Flyers. Zach Benson jumping on the ice for the Sabres. Brock Faber, milestone pucks going to the Minnesota Wild. We got an orange DTA. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a color match, I would kind of say. Sam Colangelo, 17 out of 199. 17 out of 199. It's a nice little orange color match there. Yes, sir. Can. And there's your favorite guy there, Foxy. Mitch Marner, front row talent. We got the base variant right behind him. Going to the New Jersey Devils. 197 out of 299. Going to New Jersey. That's going to Santa. Yep, that's a hit. Sebastian Aho, that's a Hattie. Sheared to the rafters, Matthew Tkachuk. And going to the Montreal Canadiens, Oliver Kapanen. 215 out of 999. Guess this is probably the auto. These boxes seem to be similarly set up. Oops. We got Steven Stamkos, front row talent. No, it's a bobblehead. Logan Stankoven bobblehead to be exact. So kind of a nice little rookie one here. First 750 fans. All right. I wonder if that's like the count of like how many there are. It's very curious numbering there on the back. Logan Stankoven bobblehead. That'd have to be my guess. You know, it's kind of like the population counts. They don't really give you like an actual exact number, but they just tell you how many are in the print run, if you will. Yeah, he's actually out of 100. That's what I thought. I was like, well, okay, that's why I thought that would be out of 100, but then it said 750. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that they have the auto jersey redemptions in these cases. So that'd be kind of interesting if they would do that with the bobbleheads. Leo Carlson, Leon Draisaitl. Okay, so we got a Cutter Gauthier here. 24 out of 49 going to the Anaheim Ducks, jumping on the ice. Is a green parallel. So there you go, Graham. Pretty low numbered Gauthier. So I'm saying I think you get really good value for the most part out of a good number of the boxes. I mean, obviously the auto is the main event in a box of credentials, but you know, you can still get some really nice lower numbered hits. And obviously if it's like, you know, the right player, it still could help out and make the box a little more worthwhile. Kopitar, Draisaitl. We got speed of the game. Lushenko. All right, this one should have our auto in there. Oh. Whoop. I would assume that's probably going to be the auto. We got that's a Hattie Brock Nelson. Cheer to the Raptors, Connor Hellebuck. The Detroit Red Wings, Simon Edvinsson. Is that of what looks like 99? Oh, no, 2 out of 35. And that's going to Jeremy. So, Jeremy, you're on a bit of a hot streak with the Wings with us lately there, buddy. 2 out of 35. Another update. Simon Edvinsson for the Detroit Red Wings. So we got 2 updates out of 3 boxes so far. Take down Mr. Draisaitl for right now. Slide these over just a wee little bit. Perfect. All right. Base out of the way. Moving on to box number 4. We got 93 on the sticker and 13 on the box. So we got the matching 3s. Box 93, 13. Let's see what we got in our next box here. First pack up. Dylan Larkin. Barkov. Front row talent. Troy Terry, the Anaheim Ducks. And another non-numbered horizontal here going to the New Jersey Devils, Graham Clark. But Yeah, Credentials has been a product that's treated us very well over the years that we've been breaking it and opening it. We've hit a lot of big stuff out of here. I'm really hoping that trend continues for you guys. Love to see a nice big case here. Again, we got another case coming in as well. Tage Thompson, JT Miller, Frozen Fight. Shimon Nimitz jumping on the ice. Got another blue behind here. Bang, there you go. That's a nice one going to you, San Jose. 350, 359 out of 399. Will Smith going to the San Jose Sharks. Let's get this guy sleeved up. Very nice. Will Smith, 359 out of 399. Solid hit right there. Very good. And there she is. What's up, Nikki? William Eklund, Milestone Pucks. Then we got our base variant. And of course, they're staying pretty hot tonight. We have the Minnesota Wild, 103 out of 299. Mr. Matt Boldy. Oh, that's a hit. That's a Hattie Martin Nietzsche for the Hurricanes. Cheers to the Rafters, Miro Heiskanen of the Dallas Stars. And another one here for the Detroit Red Wings, Albert Johansson. It's like 49 out of 999. Debut ticket access going to the Wings. There you go. All righty, what do we got? What do we got? Pastrnak. Dahlin. Cheered to the Rafters, Jack Eichel. So we got, I think, who's this? Cole Caulfield. Yep. So first 500 fans, Cole Caulfield. Going to the Habs. All right, we got 3 packs left. Box number 4. Well, we got a clear cut, it looks like. Could be an auto. Minko. Front row talent, Ovechkin. And we got jumping on the ice, Connor Bedard for the Blackhawks. Let's hold it for more. Let's see what we got. Best of luck. Oh, wow. Oh, so close if that was autographed. Woo, that was close, but nice one going to the Montreal Canadiens. 160 out of 199. Lane Hudson, clear-cut debut ticket access. That was close. Real close. $160 out of 199. Solid hit here going to the Habs. There we go. They are usually, again, the vets normally go a little bit lower, but the rookies are usually 99, I believe. So this one's going to overtake this one, I do believe there. So we'll go and put Mr. Hudson up there. All right. That'll work. Like I said, if only that was autographed, that would have been even better. That's a Hattie, Alexis Lafreniere. We got speed of the game. Cutter Gauthier. So this should be our auto then. Bransard. Roman Josi, front row talent. David Pastrnak, that's a Hattie. And then what do we got here behind him? So we got a front row talent auto. It is a sticker auto going to the St. Louis Blues. So St. Louis is going to Jeff. Got Justin Falk, front row talent auto. Nice little hit going to the Blues there. I think that's one of your first ones, so never a bad thing when you're getting a little bit of ink out of a break. I like all my cards I got up there. All right, get the base out of the way real fast. All right, box number 5, halfway through our first inner here. Like I said, if this was Saturday night, we'd just break everything tonight. But unfortunately, again, I do have to get up early for work. 64 on the sticker and 57 on the box. We will be breaking the second half tomorrow night. So again, look forward to that. Basically, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to think of ways like, how can I get out of work? And I'm just like, I don't really want to lose all that time for nothing. But so yeah, I couldn't really think of any good solutions there to that little issue. Luke Hughes jumping on the ice for the Devils. And for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Joel Blomqvist. Again, that's a non-numbered horizontal there. But again, I think tomorrow, though, because we have this case all settled out now, I'll just get the last few payments or whatever coming in. Not a big deal. But because this case is done, I'll start working on obviously getting the second case ready to post up. Like I said, I do believe we will try to at least do an inner and see how that runs. Because again, I think for again 10 boxes, I think the prices, they'll all be basically cut in half. But again, I think the prices will probably work over a little bit better than at that point. Again, you're still getting 10 boxes and should be pretty good overall. Nathan McKinnon, Milestone. So we got an update behind here. It's like a 23-24. So this could be an auto. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was an update. My bad. Looking like last year's debut ticket access, but going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Unfortunately, now he's been traded to the Avalanche. It's like 62 out of 199 orange. Gavin Brindley going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. So there you go, Dar. So I got a new pack of top loaders here. Going to the Blue Jackets. All right. That's a Hattie Trevor Moore for the Kings. Base variant. Going to the Vancouver Canucks, we got Quinn Hughes, 234 out of 299. All right, what do we got? What's next? Besser. Oh, that's a hit right there. Dylan Larkin, cheered to the rafters. Suzuki, Morgan Frost, Frozen Fight. And another one here going to the Penguins. Nice one here. Rutger McGroarty, 260 or 629 out of 999 going to the Penguins. That's a solid rookie to hit for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh going to Chris. Mac. Oops. Pull that out. Nice. Pedersen. Tyson Forrester jumping on the ice for the Flyers. To the bobblehead. Going to the Anaheim Ducks, we got Mason McTavish. First 750 fans. Going to the Anaheim Ducks and Mason McTavish. So that's going to you there, Graham. Congratulations. Nice little hit to add to the pile. Leo Carlson. Shimon Nemitz. Zibanejad, front row talent. Bedard Matthews, Frozen Fight. This is another one of the oh, my bad. Oh, there you go. Just what you wanted there, Foxy. 100 out of 149, Mitch Marner for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Upper Deck has a very strange sense of humor, if you know what I mean. They always like to kind of twist that knife just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. 100 out of 149, red front row talent going to the Maple Leafs. Oh, yeah, my bad. For some reason, I thought you did. So, Chris, so that worked out. I think because I saw you mention something about like burning his stuff, and I was like, okay, I should probably avoid Mitch Marner tonight. But yeah, you're probably, but good point there. Yeah, I forgot you didn't even have him. Alexander Barkov, front row talent. We got speed of the game just for Wallstedt. And this should be our auto. Wyatt Johnston. Oh, my bad. Jared Spurgeon here. Cheered to the rafters for the Wild. Cheered to the rafters, and Chris Letang. Always throws me off when they don't have that extra one in the back. We're going to the Wild. Wild having a pretty good break. Yeah, you know, they just have that knack, you know, just to do you dirty every once in a while, you know. They like to do that sort of thing. Alrighty. Screen. We're ready to start. 26 on the sticker, 70 on the box. Empty box. 26 on the sticker, 70 on the box. And our final 4 boxes are right there in the background. As you can see, these are the final 5 boxes of our first inner. Again, we'll be starting up inner number 2 tomorrow. So look forward to that. We still have 10 more boxes to break. And then again, I'll probably start working on posting up the next round of credentials. Brad Marchand going to Boston. Just be clear, there is Boston. Front row talent, Thomas Hertl. Another bobblehead. Going to the Dallas Stars, we have Jason Robertson. Wow, that's a low number 1 there. First 25 fans. So there you go. That's a nice one there going to Dallas out of 25, Jason Robertson. There you go. All right. What we got next? Nikita Kucherov, that's a Hattie. And up next for the Colorado Avalanche, we got a non-numbered horizontal, Calum Ritchie. Excuse me. There you go, Avalanche. It's going to BP, I do believe. We got a acetate here. Got the penny sleeves, you can see. That's what it is. Cheered to the rafters, Mikko Rantanen. Front row talent, Connor McDavid. What do we got for the acetate? We have another clear-cut debut ticket access at a 199, 117 out of 199, going to the Minnesota Wild. So congratulations once again there, Vance. The Wild are paying off for you pretty well tonight. Like I said, normally we have some pretty good luck with the Wild. It does seem in the breaks, at least with credentials, I'll make that clear. At least with credentials, not Not with the breaks overall. I mean, normally the Wild are kind of finicky, but when it comes to credentials, they don't seem to be too shy, at least not with me. Jumping on the ice, Pavel Mintyukov for the Ducks. And another blue, Shakir Mukhamadullin. 127 out of 399. There's the blue there. Yeah, I don't understand. I'd like to think that we'll eventually get a big Celebrini. I mean, we did already hit an auto of his out of Black Diamond, so it's not like I haven't pulled one of his autos. But he's just one of those guys that's just been such a pain in the rear end. Trying to get Celebrini to show up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked hitting his black and white Young Gun canvas. That was a really good hit of his, but like I said, his stuff just kind of few and far between. Tyler Seguin. Cale Makar. And we got an orange Albert Johansson for the Detroit Red Wings. It's like 181 out of 199. Going to the Detroit Red Wings. Orangey orange. 3 packs left. We got 4 more boxes to go. Dylan Larkin cheered to the rafters. We got a speed of the game. Bolduc for the Blues. Thomas Saros. We got Nick Suzuki, Morgan Frost. We got Luke Hughes jumping on the ice, and I do believe we have an update here. Going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. 17 out of 25, Hunter McCown. Debut Access Auto green. So out of 25 here, going to the Columbus Blue Jackets, Hunter McCown. So that is going to you there, Dar. He has still some interest there. I think he's more or less in the minors at the moment, but heard there's definitely some potential there on his end. There you go, going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that's our 3rd update auto we've had so far out of 6 boxes. So half of them have been updates. We'll take Wall State down. Chuck. Nathan McKinnon. And for the San Jose Sharks, William Eklund, 281 out of 299. So I don't think you hear Liz disagreeing with that sentiment. All right. 90 on the box, 56 on the sticker. $90, 56. Let's see what we got. Box number 7. That's a Hattie Konechny. And up next for the Ottawa Senators, Zach Ostapchuk. Going to the Senators. Again, that's a non-numbered horizontal. Matthews. Oh, that's a hit. Liam Ogren jumping on the ice. Front row talent, Cale Makar. Oh, it's a red cheer to the rafters. Going to the Winnipeg Jets. 48 out of 149 going to the Jets. Connor Hellebuck cheered to the rafters. Winnipeg's going to Foxy. So again, you're not doing too bad so far on your first first number of boxes. You've gotten some decent hits so far. What do we got next? McKinnon and Wyatt Johnston. And we got Scott Morrow up next for the Canes. 984 out of 999. The old kitty hair. Likes to lay up here when I'm not breaking. Gets his little hairs all over the place. That cute little bastard, I tell you. Got Eichel. So we got another bobblehead there. Panarin, front row talent. Cheer to the rafters, Suzuki. And going to the New York Islanders, we have Matthew Barzal. 750 fans. Going to the Islanders. Again, Islanders are doing pretty well for you, though, tonight, Foxy. That's for sure. And again, like I said, you just never know what that team or that combination of teams are going to be that are really going to take the break, take the break over and kind of take it by storm. You just don't know what those teams are until you actually get into the break. And again, that is part of the gamble of it all, but. Jeremy Swayman. We got speed of the game. Cole Caulfield is the first non-rookie we've hit for speed of the game. First, I was thinking they were just solely rookies this year, but I guess not. It kind of proves that theory wrong. That's a Hattie Austin Matthews. Yeah, cheered to the rafters, Connor Bedard. And another update. Wow. Ottawa. Mike G, buddy. Wowza. Tim Stützle of the Ottawa Senators. 1 of 1 debut ticket access autograph. That is a banger. So you know what that means? That means this card is going to be given away to someone in the break. That was the deal. We hit a 101. I'm going to add this to the prize thing. So this is going to be added to the break to someone that was in here. So someone will be getting added. Someone will be getting this added to their mail day. Just to be clear about that. And then what I need, because you know what it needs, everybody. You know what it needs. You are correct. It needs a one touch. One of 1 Tim Stützle ticket access auto going to the Ottawa Senators. Credentials strikes again, everybody. Credentials strikes yet again. And this is why I love this product. That is a banger-ranger. And again, it is going. What makes me happy, and not only does it make me happy pulling something like that, because that's a really nice card. But the cherry on top of it all is the fact it's going to somebody that's actually a collector of that team. You know what I'm saying? So like that makes it even better for me. Like don't get me wrong, I like hitting big cards for everybody, regardless if it's for your team or not. But it just makes it like that extra little bit better. You know. I've pulled probably like 3 or 4 101s from Credentials so far. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love this product, because again, it's a product that's not going to put you out financially if you buy a box or two. You could still get some really nice hits out of here, and it's a little bit easier, I think, on that end too. The fact you're not spending, you know, $300 a box. You know, it's a little bit easier to make that back on your box. You know, again, if you get the right combination of cards, just like with anything. But you know, it's a little bit easier to make that back than it is like $300, $400, $500. You know, $1,200 tin of the cup. You know, front row talent connecting. And we got upside down Jarvis. 100 out of 299. And real quick, since I thought about it, and I'll do this obviously again tomorrow, just because again, I always like, you know me, I like to, always like to show some appreciation and again to you guys, and obviously again to the people that help us out with the breaks, with again selling us product and things like that. So definitely always want to give a quick shout out to those that provided the cases or just whatever it is. So. And obviously, again, like probably like 9 out of 10 times when we break cards, it's coming from Triple Play. I can pretty much probably guarantee you that. So again, I always like to give them a little shout out there in Westerville, Ohio, down in the Columbus area there. But I definitely always like to give them a little shout out though, because again, I appreciate them always hooking us up with good cases and normally really good prices and stuff like that. Because again, as I always say, if I can get it for cheaper, you're gonna get it for cheaper, and that's just how that works with me. Eichel at Milestone Pucks. And another one here for the Flyers, a little Jet Lushenko, 413 out of 999. There he is. In 1 second, I will give you a close-up of it real fast. There it is, buddy. Tim Stützle, 1/1 ticket access auto. It's kind of like I said, I saw the gold and I was thinking like, oh, this could be like numbered out of like 5, or I think the golds are numbered out of 5 or whatever. So I was like, oh. Like I always say, everybody's going to get their turn eventually. Everyone's going to have their turn where they're going to have that break where they're going to be hitting either some really nice PC cards, a monster card, whatever it is. Everyone's going to get one of those breaks at one point, and it's going to come back around. It always comes back around one way or the other. So 50 on the sticker, 54 on the box. Box, 50 on the sticker, 54 on the box. Alrighty, let's go. And again, this is just the first half. We still have another 10 more boxes to go. I'm still expecting some really nice things to come out of this case altogether. Again, we still have another case coming in. Like I said, so I think if anything, hopefully this is a good rundown of kind of what we can hit out of here. And like I said, kind of get folks maybe a little more interested in the second half here. That's the second case that when we get that up and going. That's a Hattie Matt Boldy. Cheer to the Raptors, Kyle Connor. Oh, okay, it's upside down. I'm like, what is this? And we got a Sidney Crosby here. What's this one? Number 2. 500. So this one's to 500. Nice little hit going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's done pretty decent tonight. Not doing too shabby. So we got to open a new pack of top loaders. Or Antonin. Another Crosby. And we got another non-numbered horizontal here going to the St. Louis Blues, Zachary Bolduc. All right. Mark Stone. Nope. That is a hit. Pedersen Scheifele. Macklin Celebrini jumping on the ice. All right, buddy. Keep her coming. Don't just peek your head in like that and then walk away, buddy. There you go. That's a nice one there. Going to the Edmonton Oilers, we got Connor McDavid, front row talent, 78 out of 149. Nice little bit lower numbered hit there. Going to the Oilers. Again, going to Chris. Like I've always said, I think Chris should just automatically just have to take the Oilers in every break. So that way the Oilers will show up to some degree at least. You know what I mean? Like, so that way you can you're going to ensure yourself seeing, the Edmonton at least to some degree if he has the Oilers. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. It's science. It's been proven time and time again. We're learning doctors around here, folks. Timo Meier. I'm not sure if that's for the Sharks or for the Knights or whatever, or Devils. Take a look. Going to the Minnesota Wild, 76 out of 399, Liam Ogren. Going to the Sharks there. I wanted to make sure. Liam Ogren going to the Minnesota Wild. Let's see. I won't worry about putting them up yet. We'll wait. This one feels a little thicker. Interesting. Justin Falk. Alex DeBrincat. And we got another one here for Dallas. Mr. Logan Stankoven. We got 324 out of 999. Logan Stankoven for the Dallas Stars. Very nice. All righty. Pichier. Moore. Lafreniere. And then we got Speed of the Game right after that. Liam Ogren for the Wild. 2 more to go. And 2 more to go after that. Oops. Front row talent, Brock Besser. Jumping on the ice, Bobby McMahon for the Leafs. And we got looks like it's a hard signed auto. It's cool. Tyson Forrester of the Flyers. Just a basic autograph here. Looks like it's non-numbered. Going to the Flyers there, Tyson Forrester. Again, that is hard signed, so that's a bit of a bonus there. You almost think that this would be a sticker auto on credentials degrees. It seems like this would normally, I feel, be like a call for the sticker auto, but that is not. That is hard signed, so very cool. Going to the Flyers, Tyson Forrester. All right, we'll go get the last pack here. Again, like I said, keep in mind we still have 10 more boxes we're going to get into tomorrow night. So again, and if you don't maybe see anything super huge for your team tonight, that does not mean that's going to be the case tomorrow night. Victor Hedman. For that, like I got thrown off there. I saw the pink. I'm like, wait, what is this? What is this? 68 out of 69 going to the Vegas Golden Knights. VGK is going to Mike. 68 out of 99. The pink base variant. Alrighty. All right. 31 on the sticker, 90 on the box. D, and we got 31 and 90. McKinnon, oh, come on now. Pedersen. Connor Zary for the Flames, jumping on the ice. Leo Carlson for the Ducks. And we got Connor Bedard here going to how many? 500. First 500 fans going to the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago is going to Chris. There you go. Alrighty. Leo Carlson. Shimon Nemitz. Austin Matthews. And then we got Josh Doan of the Utah Mammoth. Josh Doan of the Utah Mammoth. Going to Utah is going to Rob, third shift Rob. And we got another acetate in here. Got the penny sleeve. Can it be the DTA auto finally? Can we get a debut ticket access auto from Burns? I think there's another card there, yeah. Matvei Mishkov jumping on the ice. And we got Scott Morrow up next. Clear cut debut ticket access. 106 out of 199 going to the Hurricanes. Go. Kadri. Svechnikov. Zach Hyman. Front row talent. And we got another Blomqvist here. We hit his horizontal a little bit earlier. 379 at 999. Joel Blomqvist for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Frozen Fight, Kachuk and Hughes. Jumping on the ice, Logan Stankoven, Dallas Stars. And we got another Jesper Wallstedt here for the Minnesota Wild. 259 out of 999. Going to Minnesota. Stutzla. Nelson. Front row talent, Mackenzie Weegar. And we got Anze Kopitar, speed of the game. Jason Robertson. Oops. Connor McDavid, milestone puck for the Edmonton Oilers. Bo Horvat. Feels kind of weird. Bo Horvat, front row talent. Oh. Oh, wow. That's a nice one there. Going to the New York Islanders. So, man, this kind of feels really weird. Like feels more like cardboardy, I guess. Retro ticket access auto rookies going to the Islanders. Maxim Siplikov. That's a nice hit there. Going to the Islanders. So, again, congratulations there, Foxy. Definitely has like an old, because you can see like the old school cardboard. Like I said, it was really weird. Like I said, it was kind of throwing me off. I'm like, what is this? First, I thought it was maybe like a Live Tonight or something, but they do have numbered ones of these too, I do believe, but this one's a non-numbered, but still very really solid rookie hit, you know. Take him out of the way. Siplikov again had a pretty good year there for the Islanders, so yeah, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna get it because, like I said, I mean most of these cards got color to them, you know. So, and you only need one more, I think, anyways. So it's just, you know. So I'm sure you guys will get that one. Brock Faber jumping on the ice, and Brock Besser, 131 out of 299. All right. Now for the last box of tonight's break. Again, we still have the other 10 to do tomorrow night. So, like I said, hang in there if you didn't see anything crazy. Things could change, you know. 21 on the sticker, 23 on the box. We got 21 on the sticker, 23 on the box. All right, folks, last one of tonight. Yeah, we will start back up tomorrow at some point. Again, we'll probably start working on case number 2. Start getting that one figured out as well. Oops. Got Vasilevsky cheered to the rafters. Mark Stone, front row talent. And then we got the Hawaiian shirt here going to the Maple Leafs. Austin, well, at 100 too. So 100 for Austin Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's an interesting, definitely an interesting insert there, the Hawaiian t-shirt print. Matthews out of 100, though. So, again, nice lower numbered hit. He's got his auto up, so we'll take him down. We'll put that up for a second at least. Eichel and Rossi. Oh, it's red. Going to the New York Rangers, we got Victor Mancini. 64 out of 99. 64 out of 99. That is a nice hit there. Again, nice looking card, Victor Mancini. Going to the Rangers. Rangers are going to Jan. Let's go off the side now. That for a moment. It's like a hit, so we don't have to wait. Frank Nazar jumping on the ice. Brad Marchand, milestone pucks. And we got a green. Going to the Vancouver Canucks, Brock Besser. It's like 10 out of 49. 10 out of 49. Out of 49, Brock Besser for the Nucks. Nucks are going to Foxy. Front row talent, Hurdle for the Knights. And then we got Mr. Elite. 457 out of 999, Connor Geeky. For the Bolts. I hear he's elite. I hear good things. They're all elite. You know, with the last name of Geeky, you know it's elite. Verhaeghe. Vasilevsky. Front row talent, McDavid. Then we got speed of the game. Mukamadulin. Sharks. Carlson. Oh, that's the auto, my bad. I say, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. We got jumping on the ice, Pavel Minchikov. Ty Sagan for the Dallas Stars. And we got our auto again going to the Florida Panthers. That's a pretty solid hit there. Florida's going to Kenzie via the Raz. Alexander Barkov. That's a nice one. Getting hard signed auto there. Barkov. All right. So I will actually go ahead and, because this is kind of sort of a color match in a way, I'm just going to give it to you guys. So you guys got 2 of them down. You still need the clear cut debut ticket access auto. And we still need 2 Pro Visions as well. McCarr, we got a pink going to the Flyers. So another one here for Philly. Philly didn't do too bad tonight for the first 10, 25 out of 99. Second, gotta get the top loaders out. Here we go. 25 out of 99, Mr. Travis Konechny, a pink here. All right, last pack. Kucherov, that's a Hattie. Cheer to the Rafters. Avalanche Rantanen. Oh, and then we got a pink. And we got a pink Scott Morrow for the Carolina Hurricanes. It's like 28 out of 50. 28 out of 50 pink going to the Canes. So that will do it for our first inner. Thanks. That will do it for our first inner. Thank you guys once again. As always, we will do the second half of it tomorrow. And again, like I said, we'll start working on maybe getting the second case kind of figured out. But yeah, like I said, because we did hit a 101, this is going to be added to somebody's mail day from the break. But very good, though. But thank you guys, as always. Again, look forward to tomorrow when we get together and do this again. Like I said, if we like the inner format, I think we might be able to do that with the second case and break it down into inners. Like I said, I'll maybe try to post a price list tomorrow and see what you guys think. But yeah, definitely a good start. Again, I love Credentials. Credentials is a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hit some really nice stuff tonight. Again, congratulations to the hit of the break. Tim Stützle 101 auto there. But again, as always, guys, I do appreciate it. I got to get to bed, unfortunately, but I tip my cap to you guys as always. Again, grateful for you guys for making this break room and the group what it is. Again, as always, looking forward to always, hopefully we could bring more people in and then try to get more people into it. But we make it work regardless. So again, if we're just a little break group, that's what we are. But we have a lot of fun doing it. So, and again, you guys make it that way. But all right, guys, rock and roll heavy metal. Thank you guys once again. Had a lot of fun tonight. Looking forward to tomorrow night. And we'll be doing this again. again, I'll let you guys know time and all that too. So, but all right, guys, you guys have yourself a good night. See you next time, folks.